Disclaimer. Explicit content will be discussed on this episode. If you with it, stay tuned. If not, I'll see you soon. See, what they don't know is they're tuning in to DBYT Podcast. My name is Taisha Hans, and this is my show where I'll explore the ins and outs of the world around me. You can tune in every Wednesday at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. On today's episode, we will explore the root of all relationships. We have a few of my good friends here who will give us their perspective on what they feel a romantic relationship should be and consist of. I want to personally give thanks to all my wonderful team members. Without you guys, this wouldn't even be possible. And now we must get into it. Our positive inspirational for today is Note to Self, Love Yourself. And that was sent in by Sarah Renee. Welcome to the segment that I like to call 212 Degrees, where if you can't take the heat, you might just want to get out the kitchen. Okay? What's up, everybody? We got Alexis Kinsey with us today, Jarvis Hawkins.
What's up?
We got Jay Nesbitt, and we have Nikki with us. So, guys, this is going to be the first group question. Relationship. And Nikki, I think you should go first. So, what's your deal breakers?
My deal breakers, disrespect.
Ooh.
I can't deal with that. Also, if I constantly see you putting other people before me, like if I'm a last resort, almost.
Give me one more, just to top it off.
If I have to put more into it than the other person.
So, like, energy-wise?
Energy-wise, because I feel like it should be mutual. I understand there could be some days where someone's putting in a little bit more to make that 100%, but I don't think it should be all the time just focused on one person making it through.
I feel that. Jarvis, do you agree with her or you disagree with her?
Nah, I agree with what she's saying. I understand.
Word?
I understand where she's coming from. You know, there may be days where, like, you're not having a good day, and it's up to you to pick that person up, you know? So,
it's okay in a relationship to have, like, an 80-20 on some days instead of a 50-50?
Because it may be, like I said, it may be some times where, like, they're not having it's not a good day, they're going through something, and they need that extra boost from your partner. And, like, I need, some life real quick, you feel me? So, it's certain cases where, yeah, it's okay.
Okay. Miss Kinsey, are you with me?
She's here. She's ready to answer.
What are three things? What are three things that you learned from your ex?
Oh, three things I learned from my ex. One is my worth, my value. You know what I'm saying? Because
yes, ma'am.
I feel like with my ex, I was young, so like a lot of can I cuss? I'm sorry.
Yes.
A lot of
guys, you are allowed to cuss. Just don't go crazy with it.
Okay. All right. A lot of shit I would allow just because, like, I didn't know my worth. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I would, like, okay, say he was supposed to do something for me or whatever, and he ended up, like, not doing it. And I just be like, you know what? It's fine or whatever, like, blah, 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 blah. Not giving me, like, a good enough reason, excuse or whatever. And I would just kind of, like, I would go with the flow. But I really realized, like, going with the flow, like, you're just being complacent, like, where you are. And that don't work in a relationship for me. Two, honesty is everything.
Yes, ma'am.
You feel what I'm saying? Like,
I feel you.
Honesty is everything. And three, like, I require a lot of time. You know, like, not a lot of time, but I require time. So if you cannot, like, meet me, like, where I am, like, if I'm putting an effort to see you and you don't put an effort to see me back, it's an issue. So we had a lot of problems. We had a lot of problems, but, like, them was the three I could pick off the top of my head. You feel me?
Yeah, I commend you for that. I appreciate that. Jarvis,
Mm-hmm.
How do you know that she's the one?
How do you know that
Ooh.
she's the one? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
um, I feel like you will always know who's the one by like how they interact with your family and
Mm.
how they, you know, make you feel too,
Mm-hmm.
and like
So you would say if she's family oriented, like so she could like bond with your family. Is
yeah,
that cool to say?
yeah,
Okay.
and there's like if they have the qualities that you're looking for in a person, like you know, in your spouse or something.
Right, right, right. So Jonathan, unfortunately this is the boys only question. So how you know she's the one?
Well, like my man was saying, family oriented. Also, like when you guys just talking about something that, well, like every day, you know how people just like a combo just dies, and then it's
Mm-hmm.
like nothing to talk about most of the time. Well, you see, when you guys can just talk and hold a conversation, it's like it just sparks because it's always something different, and then like
Okay.
you just, I don't know, it's, you know what I mean.
Yeah, you saying like she
Yeah,
got to be a good conversationalist, got to be able to hold that and make sure that she always have something to talk about.
facts.
All right, I feel you. So y'all basically saying good conversation and being able to interact with y'all family. That's how you know she's the one.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
All right, all right.
Exactly.
So for my ladies, I'm gonna call on you, Nikki, because you know I got to. Hood dude or good dude? Who do you prefer?
Uh, whoever gonna treat me right.
Period. Period.
Also, Kenzie,
Period.
you feeling what she talk about?
No, I agree wholeheartedly, 100%. It really don't matter.
Okay, okay, okay. So currently, are y'all in a relationship? Females?
I am.
No, I am not. It's real. It's sad out here
It ain't
for real.
sad. You
It's sad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's sad. It's sad.
All right, Kizzy. Okay, Nikki. At the moment, do you have a good dude or a hood dude?
I got I got a hood dude
Uh-huh.
who treat me good.
All right, all right. A
Hmm.
hood dude treat you good. All right. So, Kenzie, what do
Mhm.
you look for in a spouse?
What do I look for in a spouse? Someone who is mentally on my level. So like someone who can engage in conversation about like deeper shit like life, like
Right.
manifesting goals or like, being positive in life and stuff like that. So like mentally, someone who is compassionate, someone who is trustworthy, honesty, loyalty is everything to me.
Mm.
Um, someone who is just like, I really look for like the low key, like really about his shit, like on his grind, like not trying to be in the mix too much, like not
Mm-hmm.
trying to be in everybody's face. That's who I'll be looking for. And those people are hard to come by around here where I reside.
Do you feel it's harder to find a person like that because of the fact like of social media and all this technology we have? Do you find it hard to find somebody like that?
Oh yeah, most definitely, because I feel like social media is really just most times it's a facade because people are only going to allow you to see what they want you to see.
Right.
So it's just like if they only come on social media and everything's happy go lucky and shit like that, and you meet them in person and it's just like they got this that's really going on with them. You like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's not catfish, but it's just like
They capping
damn,
though,
like
right?
they capping, and that's why, yeah.
I mean, for real, because it's like you want to show me all your happiness and all the
Mhm.
what you got, all your materialistic things, but can I get a
Mhm.
little deeper? You know what I'm saying? Can I get something else, please?
Yeah, and
Can
that's
you
where
not
people
be
go.
so
Yeah,
normal?
and that's where people go wrong for real because they get into relationships based off of like perception and what they see like on the outside. So then, like, when it's time to, like, get to the nitty gritty and they really get to know somebody, they looking shook because you don't know this person at all.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Jonathan, I gotta go back to you, my guy.
Okay.
When do you know to let love go? Toxicity.
I mean, damn, that's a good one.
Thank you.
Yeah. Whew. When did you know to let love go? I mean, I don't. All right, honestly, I don't think you could ever let love go,
Why
but
you say that?
because I mean, if you love something, then you have to let it go. So you still love it, but just letting them go or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So necessarily, love don't go.
Like it
Uh,
doesn't go away. Is that what you're saying?
yeah, love don't go away. It never
Mm-hmm.
fades. Real love, at least.
All right. How do
Mhm.
you know? How do you know that you love somebody? I should ask.
I mean, it's just a feeling you get. Like,
Can
I
you
don't know, like
describe the
you.
feeling?
Okay, um, okay. It's like it's love. Like you just want to be around that person all the time. You
Mm-hmm.
know, all you do is like it's just them. They all you think about. Um, you know, just things like that. All the little things matter. Just about that person.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say love them. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So okay. All right. Nikki, do you agree with that?
Yes. And I feel like it's also like it like consumes you sometimes, you know?
In
Mm.
what ways?
Like it could be good and bad
Oh, please describe the good and the bad. I would love to hear that.
because love like I think there's there's so much I want to say. Um Love, like often some people have bad like connotations associated with love, but I think that's when they deal with heartbreak, you know. But love itself is something
Mhm.
so innocent and so pure, you know. It's
Oh.
Mhm.
something that you build with someone,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just like you can never like define it at a certain moment. Like
Right. Right.
it's like all the things do build up, like Jonathan says, and
Mm-hmm.
it's just like this love. All you have for this person is love.
Mm.
Mm.
Okay. Jarvis, what are some pet peeves that you have in your relationship?
Well, well, for one,
Yeah,
well, for one,
I'm sorry, Jarvis.
So
Go ahead.
you
what?
going off with these questions?
All right. So I feel like some pet peeves. Well, first you
Mm-hmm.
got you gotta first like establish yourself as like the roles and
Mm-hmm.
what you like and don't like, and like you gotta establish boundaries and stuff like that. So I feel
Mm-hmm.
like some pet peeves of mine, because the relationship I came out of, like I was oblivious to certain things. Like I was new to everything. So like I was just starting out, and I didn't know what was going on. Plus I dated an older female, so I don't want to say she took advantage of me, but I picked up some things from her, and I was like, I don't want that again. So I
Mm-hmm.
got some pet peeves from that. So me is like being maybe too friendly with other guys. I say,
Mm-hmm.
uh, you know, I ain't saying you can't have male friends, but like let's not be too friendly.
What
And
is what is actually too friendly?
like if
Well,
I
according to you.
if I'm talking to you, and if I'm always talking to you, and then I figure out that you talking to another guy at the time, like you know things like that, and a certain
When you
like
say
I
that, do
like
you mean like on the phone or like in person? Like what do you mean by
like
that?
shoot texting like certain times, like you gotta start with them like a certain time they can
Facts.
text you during the day too, like at night, like it shouldn't be no more text messages after like 12 o'clock between you and
Mm-hmm.
another dude. Like that's not cool. I don't think that's cool. And like
Okay.
what are y'all talking about after 12 o'clock?
Right.
Mhm.
So
So
Mhm.
if your girl tells you what they talking about, how you feeling? Like
Like,
Is it still a no go or what's up?
I mean, sometimes, yeah, you got to be understanding. You know, we got two doing a project together or something like that, from work or something. Yeah, I get that, but like, I just talking about, nothing, chilling. I mean, I don't really mess with that.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
So, Kenzie, can you tell me about a dream that you always wanted to go on?
A dream what?
A dream date.
Oh, my bad.
Are you good?
Dream date that I always wanted to go on. Let me be realistic. Okay. I think my dream date would be somewhere like rooftop, downtown views, like dinner, like I don't know, something where like the person just shows like their effort and like
Oh,
shows
that's
like,
cute.
they really trying to like, they really trying to mess with me. So
All right.
like, I mean, I don't really have like a dream date. I just really want somebody to show their effort. You feel what I'm saying?
Can you tell me about the worst date you've ever been on?
Oh. The worst day I ever been on was in high school, and basically we went to the movies or whatever, which I think is a horrible first date because you don't get to talk to the person, like you just don't get to know them, you don't get to really interact because y'all sitting there staring at a movie for 2-3 hours. So yeah, we was at the movies or whatever, and the whole time, like, he was just trying to touch on me, and I really was not, like, on that. So I was just like, bro, stop touching me. But it's just like, you can only get, like, so loud in the movie.
Right.
So I'm just like, stop touching me. Like, at one point, I just had to, like, move his hand off me. But, I mean, the whole experience was 2 out of a 10. Don't recommend. So,
A 2 out of 10. Darn.
2 out of a 10. Yes, ma'am.
That's gross.
Was the movies your first date? I'm sorry.
Yes, girl, it was.
I think personally, movie dates as the first date are kind of like they could go iffy, because like if you're trying to talk with the person and like actually get to know them,
You can't.
You're limited.
Yeah,
you're
can't.
watching a 3-hour movie or 2 hours.
Yeah.
Unless it's like dinner afterwards where y'all talk about the movie or y'all were together before the movie. It can't just end with this movie.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, no, yeah, and it ended with the movie. That's how I was just like, this is a dub. Like,
Yeah, that was.
But can you blame him? He was a high schooler. He
yeah,
probably
that's why.
nervous.
Yeah, that's why. Like, I don't put so much blame on him. But I mean, like, it was the worst date because all my dates were like better than that. But like, I mean, that was the worst. So yeah.
Buddy from high school, you're going to have to do better, and I hope that you already are. But that's all the time that we have today. I want to thank all y'all for coming. I want to thank all y'all for coming out and talking with me today. This has been an amazing experience. Y'all can tune in next time to 212, but we out.
All right,
Bye.
nice to meet y'all, people.
Nice to meet y'all too.
All right.
All right, my condolences. Bye. Yay! In this segment, I like to turn the lights down and turn the heat up. This is Poetic Heat with T. Do you think people stop loving you, or do they just love from a distance? Have you ever taken the time to look and say, what's changed and why? The only consistent thing in life is change, little do people know. When you turn a blind eye to these who want to see you succeed in everything that you do you not think that they will change their perspective of you? Do you not think that they will get sick of the neglect? Every time they check on you, you claim that no one is there. Well, can you please open your eyes? Maybe stop to think that maybe, just maybe, you're the issue. You're the one who won't. Matter of fact, refuse to even give thanks to those who actually give a damn about you. I am a victim of rejected love and I grew sick of it. So yeah, I still love, but from a distance. But would they even notice, even if I disappeared? Sometimes so speaks to say, am I not doing enough? Or am I giving so much of myself that they feel it's insufficient because it's so normalized? It's all they know. It's all that they're used to. What do I do from here? Do I stay or do I go? Would they care? I don't even know. As all of these questions flood my mental, I can't help but to think that they are. You're selfish, only thinking of yourself, but life is a feeling experience, so I can't blame you. You can't expect to love when you give none, holding it all in for yourself. Always false claiming about no one love you, but you ain't even willing to do it yourself. You have to be so invested in ensuring another person is happy and feels love that you forget that you're what's important. You deserve that energy. You deserve that love. I'm going to say this once and I'm going to go. Love feeds off of other love. And when it's neglected, that love dies. Simple. Welcome back from that brief intermission. Today we have Omar and Ivy with us today. And this segment is called A. Let me ask you something. Hey Omar, how you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing good.
I heard you had a brand you wanted to talk about today. You want to tell the audience about that?
Yeah, so before we get started, I just want everyone to know that I got a group. It's Top Entertainment Nation. So I want everyone to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and make sure y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel. We make instrumentals. We got our own brand coming out, and we also got our artists and stuff like that. So whenever you guys want to collab with us or something like that, just hit us up with the Instagram account or Twitter and let us know.
All right. So yeah, make sure y'all do that for my boy Omar.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Omar, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
So what do you think the role of a woman in a relationship should be?
Well, really, I kind of feel like she doesn't really have the role. Honestly, I kind of feel like if her role mostly is just to be, the same thing as a guy. Like she has to be loyal, respectful, and show that love that's there. Like I said, I believe that it should be 50-50. You know what I'm saying? Like a guy should be 50% and a female should be 50% in order to make that 100. You see what I'm saying?
I see exactly what you're
Yeah.
saying. Actually, how do you feel about gender roles?
I don't know. I'm a little weird. I'm a little bougie, I guess you would say. I don't know. But like I don't mind doing certain stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But if I have a dude, I would rather you take out the trash than I do. Yeah, I would rather you do the nasty stuff versus me. It's not like I can't do it. I can do it. Like if you weren't here, I'd do it. But
right.
I would rather you do it. And I don't mind cleaning and all of that stuff. I can try and cook, but it'd probably be best if you cook. Because whatever I'm going to cook, I'm going to burn. So just to the slightest of it.
Okay. Because, I don't believe in gender roles.
Really?
I feel like if you in the house and you see the trash, take it out. If I'm there, I'll take it out. I'll mow the line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
if you want to cook, if you want to clean, I ain't going to stop you.
It's like I understand that, and I do. But like at the same time, I think it goes down to me like wanting to be baby.
Okay.
So like maybe I can do it. Like I don't mind doing it.
Right.
But I would rather you tell me no, you're gonna do it because your lady shouldn't have to do that. Okay. Cool.
I feel that and I like that. Would you date someone if they had kids from a previous relationship?
Personally, I would. And really just
yeah,
I would. I know it's kind of strange though, because people asked me that question before, and I was like, I was hesitant to answer, but I would, honestly. It just depends on like how I feel about her, how I care about her, because more than likely when you with someone that has a child, that's gonna be their top priority. Take care of that child.
Definitely.
So more than likely, I kind of feel like I'll be second best in a sense, you know. There was actually this female I wanted to talk to a while back, and she had a kid, and I thought she was like the most beautiful thing in the world. Yeah, but like she honestly, like we had no time talking to each other because she was constantly working, taking care of her child and stuff like that. So I just said, well, that's her priority right there. So I'm just gonna just call that.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever cheated on someone or been cheated on?
Yeah, haven't been cheated on, not that I know of. I don't think I've cheated on anyone. I don't consider it to be cheating because I guess when I was messing around during what my hoe phase was,
right,
I was still a virgin, so it wasn't much of a hoe phase. I was just talking to niggas, but I was in high school, so what else are you gonna do?
Yeah, right, because we here to explore, right? We got to see what we like.
What else are you gonna do? And then if you're not serious about me and I'm not serious about you, I mean, okay, we can sit here and call each other boyfriend and girlfriend all day long, but I'm gonna still go talk to the other cute dude that's eyeballing.
Right, because you got that right.
Right.
I feel that.
It is. Yeah.
In a relationship, is it 50-50 or does one spouse take over?
It's always gonna be 50-50, always gonna be 50-50. Because I personally feel like, I mean, honestly, if you meet someone halfway and they meet you halfway, it's gonna make that whole. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, you always want to give your 100%. So basically, what I mean, because like there's always gonna be times where you're gonna argue, you're gonna have disagreements and stuff like that. You're gonna have fights and everything. So I really just feel like you meet me 50 and I meet you 50, and like I said, it'll create that whole. But you always want to be honest with them. You always want to be truthful, loyal, and be respectful. You know what I'm saying? And like always communicate.
Yeah, communication is very top. Like a lot of people always talk about communication, but a lot of people don't even know how to communicate. I feel like in our generation they should work on that, but they be so stuck in their own ways that sometimes they don't even realize that it's harming them more than helping them.
Yeah, that's true. That's really true.
What's the craziest thing you've done in a past relationship?
Ooh, I don't know if I should have answered this question. I'm crazy as is. I've done some nut shit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm definitely a pull up if I feel the gut.
So you really is gonna pull up and pop.
If I feel in my gut that something is going on, that what you're saying isn't adding up, that you might be on, I'm gonna pull up. You might not even know I'm there, but I'm there just in case. Just in case. It just happens. But like honestly, I didn't get that way until I dated somebody that was that way. And I was just like, okay, the crazy has always been there.
But y'all brought it out of me.
You brought it out of me, and now I'm comfortable with it when it comes to you because like you started it, so here we are. This is what you did.
This is what you get, people. I mean,
exactly.
Crazy on crazy, like crazy baby on baby, right?
And honestly, don't ever if you hear 478 from the person or they coming from Jacksonville, Duval, don't even do it. Don't even do it. Crazy on crazy, for real. And yeah, I'm really quick to pull up. I'm really quick to pop off at the mouth if I feel like I'm disrespected.
As you should.
I guess the craziest thing I've done was pull a knife on someone for calling me a bitch. But like,
wow, that's crazy.
Me a bitch? Yeah.
First of all, who are they? They call you that, you know?
Oh, I was dating them. We were having an argument. And I guess I can't even remember. Like, that's my other thing. I'm so crazy that I'll forget certain shit just so I'll stop being mad about it.
Right.
So I think he called me a bitch. We were going back and forth. He let it slip out. I heard him. I was like, oh, word. Hopped out of the car. And he came down. I pulled a knife on him. I did. I'm not going to lie. I was like, no, go ahead. Finish. Go ahead. He said, bitch what? Bitch what? Because, no. So, yeah, I guess that's the craziest thing I've done.
Yeah.
If I could ask, what are your 3 top values in a relationship and explain their significance?
3 top values.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 top values for me, I would say, she gotta be loyal. That's number 1. You know what I'm saying? She gotta be loyal because if that loyalty is not there, then if the loyalty ain't there, then then that's when you're gonna have that trust, and that trust ain't there, then it's pretty much like, why are you dating? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for one, I would say loyalty. For two, I would say she gotta have that honesty. You know what I'm saying? That's gotta be there. And the third one, I say she gotta cook. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I mean that's justifiable.
Yeah, and those are really my top three. But other than that, the list goes on. But just starting off like that, those three would be more important to me.
I'm just gonna pick on one of your answers. So she gotta be able to cook. Does that mean just cook in general or good cooking? Because I mean, anybody could put something on the stove.
Absolutely right. You're right. Personally, she gonna have to cook good. You know what I'm saying? She gonna have to know how to make the fried chicken, make everything. She's gonna make all that stuff. Because when
all right, ladies, you heard that. You gotta be able to cook good if you want to be included in his little top three.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. So when the family come over, and they don't want to have no dried up chicken or no dried up collard greens.
All right, you right.
Yeah, they want to be able to see who made this food. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be like, it ain't me if it ain't good.
Yeah, you don't want to have the napkins covering the plate and the plate just so magically disappear and end up in the trash can. Yeah. Make sure y'all know how to season that chicken. 21. What would you say your best quality is as a boyfriend?
Best quality is as a boyfriend. Well, I'll tell you one thing. When I get someone that I really care about and I really love, I tell you one thing, I cannot stay away from them. So whenever I see them or whenever I'm not doing anything, I always want to be out. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I always want to take them out somewhere or, and make memories with them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. What would you say your current or your ex would say your best quality is?
My best quality would probably be that I can dress real good.
That's what they'll say?
Yeah. But I mean,
okay.
Because I just hear a lot of people tell me that, you know what I'm saying? And like whenever we go out somewhere, she always make it known like, why are you dressing nice? You look good. So.
Okay. Honestly, have you ever done something intentionally to cause a breakup?
I did. I actually did. And it was kind of stupid though. But this was like a while back. I was in my first relationship really. And usually people do that to be petty, like when it's Valentine's Day or something like that, or it's Christmas or something, they don't want to get you no gift or anything like that. So they just come up with something, an argument. So y'all break up and you'd be like, okay, I'm saved. So, but I mean, if in a way, I'm not saying justifiable, but she did it to me too. You see what I'm saying?
So were you playing get back?
Pretty much, yeah. But I mean, pretty much. But I kind of did it first though. But see, it was something that it was so petty though. I don't really remember what it was, but it was I know it was for Valentine's Day, and
right.
But later on I had to make it up to her anyways because I really cared about her, so I was gonna just let that slide.
What's more important in a relationship, an emotional connection or a physical one?
Emotional, hands down. And it's so funny because a lot of my friends would have already known what I was going to say to that. I'm an emotional person. I don't get a choice of whether or not I can be an emotional person. Like I said, my brain does not let me sleep. Like it doesn't let me rest. So 9 times out of 10, the smallest thing could have happened. I've already thought about it 10 times. Okay. Right. I already thought about it. I'm already thinking about all the assumptions and the possibilities. And it's gonna drive me crazy. So emotional connection is really significant for relationships because I feel like if you don't understand that person's emotional, then you really can't understand much else. Emotions are the root of a lot. It's why we do certain things. It's why we say certain things. It's why we act a certain way. So once you don't understand that, then the physical connection is just so basic. You can't go far with that at all.
At all? I'm gonna have to put this 180 on you, Ivy.
You cannot go far with that at all. Physical connection. I can sit here and have that. Okay, I'm talking about my last relationship a lot.
And that's fine.
But we had a physical relation, we were very physical. At least I was, and I made that shit clear. Like, okay, if I feel like hugging you, I'm gonna hug you. Right. If I feel like you need a hug, that's what it is. I can walk in the house and give you a hug. I'm giving you a kiss before I walk out the door. I'm giving you a kiss before I walk out the car and go to class. Like, we're gonna very much so be physical. We're going to very much so be there in the physical moment, but at the same time, you can be there and it be empty because you're not emotionally connected.
All right.
And that happens, like you sit here and cuddle with somebody and I have an emotional connection to them. But that's not going to go far. Mm-hmm. Because once other shit starts happening, it's just going to start turning chaotic. And I've seen that happen. So I don't know. Yeah. So I don't know. But yeah, what's that 180, sis?
See, all right. So I be thinking about somebody like, I'm gonna go into family real quick, just for an example. A father that doesn't live in the household, right? Mm-hmm. He can support his child emotionally all the time, telling them you're important, I love you, all this stuff that you need emotionally to go on with your day. But if you're physically not there to impact that person, like taking your daughter to a movie or something, just spending time with them, it's like that could really impact you a lot so more. Much. Yeah. Instead of you just keep telling me something and giving the action is so different. Because you can tell me something all day, but I'm not gonna believe you until you actually go through with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna flip it back to relationship.
Yeah. Because I was about to say you took it to the daddy thing, and I'm sitting here like, well, that was kind of my situation. My dad was a physical person. He did a lot of the physical stuff. Right. Just so it would look good. But me and my daddy are not like close like that because he kind of lacks on the emotional connection that he should not. So I think the correct answer is that they need to go hand in hand.
Hand in hand, exactly. It's you can't have one without the other type thing.
It's gonna it can work out a little bit more with the emotional connection, but you're still gonna be missing something. It will work better if you had both. Mm-hmm. It works okay if you have just one, if it's done properly.
All right.
But it's always gonna be something missing if you have just one.
Would you move to a new city for your partner?
If it made sense, yeah.
Okay.
Like, because I've always thought about where would I go after I graduate college. Thought about Jacksonville. Thought about Houston.
Are you originally from Florida?
Born from Jacksonville, Florida.
All right. Okay.
Moved and grew up in Macon. Well, I went Jacksonville, Florida, Valdosta.
Okay.
But we didn't stay here for long because it's not. So, yeah. So, I've thought about a lot of different places, like almost everywhere you could think of, except for like New York. I'm not one of those. I want to be able to drive.
Right.
I'm not walking everywhere. I'm not dealing with chaos. I'm not a person who can handle hella people. It bothers me and it gives me anxiety. So I guess, yeah, as long as like it makes sense, if it's for family reasons, if it's for work reasons, as long as it works out in the end, okay, cool. If you're just trying to isolate a bitch, no.
All right, so it's circumstantial.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you keep items from your past relationships?
Nah, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't do that. Cause as soon as we're not together for a reason, and I don't need anything bring back memories and stuff like that. That's stuff that I'm trying to, get away from, move forward with,
Okay, so you don't have a positive connotation. That's cool.
Yeah.
Do you keep items from your past relationships?
Ew.
A T-shirt or
I do. But that's so weird. I've never really thought about how I handled it. So in my high school sweetheart relationship, I did keep items, but I threw away majority of what I had gotten from him. I kept like one thing.
All right.
But I never went, like, we used to spend a lot of time in my room back at home. Mm-hmm. I don't even go and stay in my room anymore. I stay in the guest room, which is across the hall. So, like, yeah, for the longest, I couldn't be in there because my anxiety was so bad because I was just sitting there and all these memories would flood back. And I'm just like, I can't fucking do this. Yeah. So with the last relationship that I had, I don't know. I got a dog like right when we started. I actually got 2 dogs. I got one dog right when we started and I ended up giving him away. But then I got another dog that was smaller and me and him were actually like together during this time. So I consider him to be an item that I kept after our breakup.
Right.
I have a love-hate relationship with the dog. As much as I love him, I do. But then I sit there and look at him and I'm just like, aw, this is crazy because everything I used to not have to deal with you by myself. I used to be able to like witness the cute shit that you do with this other person. I used to not have to raise my voice at you all the time. He would yell at you for doing simple shit. Now you're just running over me. But I'm not really good at keeping stuff just because of the memories. If I don't really have a memory with it, I probably have an easier time keeping it. But yeah, I'm a big person on memories. It's actually a little bit more difficult with this past relationship because we used to do so much together that a lot of shit reminds me of this person, like showering and getting in the car and going to the gas station, like simple shit.
Like everyday things, right?
And I'm just like, okay, go to Zach Dudes. I know what this person would want, but he's not here, so okay. $6 me. Not 25.
Ain't that crazy how you spend more money when you in a relationship?
Go all the way up.
Do you feel like it's okay to talk to your ex while in a relationship?
It really just depends on what it is that y'all talking about. I know my girlfriend I'm talking to now. I don't think she talked to her ex still, but you know, as long as she keep it respectful, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, as long as she keep it respectful and she ain't doing nothing crazy and stuff like that, then I ain't got a problem with it, you know.
Okay, so since you don't have a problem with it, would you say you have any specific boundaries for that? Like whether you talk to your ex or your girl is talking to her ex?
Boundaries, yeah, most definitely. Because see, the thing about it is, you know, because I've dated some girls in the past where they would tell me like, you know, it wouldn't be a good idea to talk to your ex because sometimes old feelings can come back. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. And while you're still talking to somebody right now, currently, it's not a good idea. But personally, I kind of feel like if you're gonna talk to your ex stuff like that, you should kind of tell me what's going on, like what y'all be talking about and stuff like that. Not that I'm gonna be, you know, all up in your conversation and everything like that, but I just kind of want to have an idea. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, the boundaries that I would say you have to set is probably like, you know, you can't talk about your past stuff like that and what y'all do together. A simple, hey, how you doing? You know, or like what I'm doing right now. If I talk to my ex, it'll be about my business. Like, hey, subscribe to my channel, something like that. You see what I'm
saying? Right. So what you're saying is like, as if it's in the category of checking on their well-being, that's totally fine.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, if, you know, if you're doing all right, that's cool. Because I used to do that with my ex too sometimes. I'd be like, you know, if you're doing good, that's cool. She tell me about her new boyfriend or whatever. And I'd be like, all right, well, that's cool. As long as you're happy, you know what I'm saying? That's all that matters, stuff like
right.
that. But, you know, as far as like, you know, I miss you and, you know, I think about things that we used to be and stuff like that. That's kind of taking it too far. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Yeah.
Well, what's the most ridiculous thing you have done to impress somebody?
It's so funny. I don't even know if I think it was a mixture of me trying to impress somebody versus me being experimental and me trying to impress somebody.
Right.
Because I started smoking. Because the dude that I was dating, when we were first friends, he was always high. And I was like, why are you always high? Like, I'm sitting here talking to you, and you can't even process the shit that I'm saying to you, nigga. What's going on? But he was always chill, always laid back, and I was always anxious. I was always freaking out about shit.
Right.
And it was just so funny to me because I'm just like, how the fuck are we even interacting right now? So I think one time I was with my friends and my friends smoked. They were like, Ivy, we're going to get you high. It's going to be great. We're the best people to start off with. And I was like,
so many people say that.
Okay. So I did, got a little high. I really didn't even do much for real because I'm scared of cat. Well, I wasn't scared of cat. And I started smoking weed, but I didn't intentionally start because of him. I did it that one night because I was going to see him later, and I was just like, "Oh, the person, he think I'm a baby. I'm a baby. He think I'm a baby, and he, like, you know, I'm not cool. This, and this." Right. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna show up to the spot high.
Right, so you trying to be grown,
girl, and it really didn't even get me far. Now I smoke not to kill the same nigga that I smoked to impress. There we go. That's how that works.
What's first is last, and what's last will be first.
Oh yeah,
I mean, that's crazy.
Always.
Right. This is the last question of this interview. Do you ever think about your ex while in a relationship?
I do, and I'm gonna tell you the reason why. Because sometimes when I think about my ex during a relationship, I think about the best of it. You see what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
Like what I told you before about my ex and everything like that, you know, I think about what I could have been versus what I am now. So basically what I'm saying is like, if I was still with her, I'd probably be miserable. You know what I'm saying? So right now I'm happy that I'm with someone that, you know, understands me more and stuff like that, you know, and is caring and everything like that, you know, and wants to communicate with me all the time, talk to me and stuff, versus me being with someone like that just, you know, I just don't want to mess with that off. You see what I'm saying?
All right. Yeah. Well, I'm happy for you and your relationship, but that is all the time we have today. Y'all make sure y'all go check out Top Entertainment Nation. And this was Omar, and I'm Taisha. We'll see y'all next week.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Hey everybody, I'm introducing this segment as, well, if you ask me. This segment will be about life advice that I can give to you from a personal standpoint. So let's hop right into it. Well, if you ask me, my advice when it comes to relationships would be to get into a relationship if you're ready, and only if you're ready, because you have time to find love, so you don't need to rush it. Everything comes with time. My second piece of advice would be, don't get caught up in comparing your relationships to others, because most of the time, people, especially on social media, will show you the happy parts of their relationship, and you don't want to get down and start comparing your relationship and feeling like you're behind in that aspect. Social media couples or even your friends that are in relationships go through their own issues, and most time people will only show you the good parts because that's what they want you to see. My last piece of advice would be to trust your partner and communicate with them. Doing that will take you further than you would ever imagine, and it's a beautiful thing when you can have somebody to trust you and communicate with you and not assume things all the time. If you and your spouse are happy, it shouldn't matter, and it doesn't matter what other people on the outside have to say about it. That's all we have for Don't Bite Your Tongue today. I want to thank everybody who tuned in. It means a lot to me. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at _SENIH. That's Sanaa. My Snapchat is Taisha37. And my Twitter is its_TaishaH. If you have any comments, suggestions, topics, or questions, feel free to use the voice message feature to send it through the Anchor app. Or if you tuned in through another external podcasting service, you can hit me up on my social media. Tune in next week, where we will be discussing the hardships with situationships. Again, I want to thank my special guest that I had on the show today. I'm Taisha, and I promise I won't bite my tongue.